everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome into That Real Texas Team Podcast, episode 97. With me, as always, on the show, my resident co-hosts. At the top right, we've got Chris, a.k.a. Pac-Man Freestyle. You can find him as the co-host of That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Leave a like, subscribe, notification bell. Anywhere you can find him on the social medias. Do the same thing for the main man down at the bottom. Mike Sincere, a.k.a. Magic Mike, a.k.a. the Black Mr. Clean. You can find them all across the social medias at Mass 3 Productions. Like, subscribe, notification bell, trying to help both of these young men grow their channels. Do the same thing here while you're at it. We're 324. Like, see that keep climbing. Need to get in front of more Texans fans. That being said,
y'all.
It's week 7. The bye week is over. And the Texans are in a very, very interesting spot. We have a little bit of momentum. Can we capitalize? Can we mobilize that momentum and keep it rolling? And play a very good Seahawks team and come in for the upset. So gentlemen, how we doing? What's cracking?
I'm doing awesome. Basketball season starts on Tuesday. My Houston Rockets play them goddamn Oklahoma City Thunder to start off the season. U of H beat Arizona today. Nice. We're good. They're 5-1. 5-1, baby. Nice. It's good in Houston right now. It's good. It's good. And I think it's gonna be awesome by Monday. Damn near Tuesday watching that late motherfucker, but hey.
Yeah. Chris, what's up with you?
Man, I'm great. Like I said, we're gonna talk about getting the upset, which I think they're basically calling it an even game because it's at home. So I feel pretty good about that. So
yeah. I mean, it's a matchup of two really good defenses. We're the best defense that Seattle has seen so far.
We are the best in the NFL. You could have gone ahead and said it. I know you're trying to be politically correct.
Be diplomatic, but you fair enough. Look, we're there. We're not there in the sack department yet. I mean, I think the Broncos are on pace for like 83 or some shit.
Oh yeah, we're nowhere near the Broncos. The Broncos have 10 more than whoever's in second place in sacks.
Yeah,
and they're the highest blitzing team in all of the NFL as well. They blitz the brains out of another team.
Because they don't trust their quarterback, Bo Nix.
That man's whole first and last name has 5 letters in it. I wouldn't trust him either.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Well, look, let's take a gander at these injuries. For the Seahawks, we've got 3 questionable designations. Julian Love, the safety. Josh Jones, who I believe, is that the Josh Jones that used to play guard and tackle for us?
Yep.
Okay. And then you got questionable designation for Devin Witherspoon. Tariq Woolen comes into this game with no designation. He will assume to be full go.
Okay.
So their secondary is getting healthier. There's a good shot that we could see them at full strength on Monday. So, that's something that we were maybe thinking a little bit about, but and we can pretty much, unless they just hold Witherspoon and Julian Love out. Derek Hall, I don't know who he is for the Seahawks, but he's out.
He's just the guy.
Not
Jack.
One clue. Christian Kirk for the Houston Texans is out this week. Pulled his hammy. Yeah, he is out. He pulled his hammy in practice Friday. So no Christian Kirk this week. Questionable designations for Danico Autry and Jalen Reed, who could be making their season debut. And then Elijah Huzzy, who I didn't realize was
real quick, wasn't that the same way with all 3 last year?
Yeah, well, but that was because
it was the peds.
Yeah,
it was the peds.
That's
how we said. Shit, half the league needs him, so it's we're not going to go there. as much as I would love to say that Christian Kirk injury is not a big deal, it sort of is. Like having another experienced pass catcher on the field is actually pretty goddamn important.
Yeah.
Because it's Nico and a bunch of guys that could be my sons. Because Dustin Watson's still hurt. I'm not even entirely sure why he's still on the team. Barrios. Yeah. Barrios has not played a game this year.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't? I thought he was suited up. He hadn't been suited up, but I feel like he's been suited up at least once.
I think he's been a healthy scratch.
He's been a healthy scratch 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not hurt anymore. They're like, well, he's not really a
they kind of doing him like they were doing Damian Pierce?
And Christian Harris. Yeah.
Yep.
No argument. No. Christian Harris is getting the Joe Mixon treatment. I mean, Joe Mixon is getting the Christian Harris treatment.
Yeah, because Christian Harris,
we don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let them tell it. Christian Harris is 100% healthy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do not believe that whatsoever.
When he was playing out there,
his mind just must not be getting the game in because
no. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the thing about it is they looked at it and they was like, EJ Speed is just playing better.
Then he's bigger, and he got some speed.
Yeah. And like I said, EJ Speed was technically a starter last week, week before last.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like they're pretty.
We're good on most positions, really.
Yeah. So let's get into a little bit of the game here, gentlemen. Let's start with the offense. Our O-line versus a defense who, against the Jacksonville Jaguars, forced 33 pressures on the Jacksonville Jaguars, sacking Trevor Lawrence 7 times, 17 quarterback hits. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's a little terrifying.
That's probably one of the most complete defensive performances I've seen in a long time. As far as like it just they started blitzing and realized it was working and then just said, all right, full send.
Well, and I will tell you, I went back and watched that game. What was that, day before yesterday? They weren't even really blitzing. They were doing it with 4 down linemen. They were doing just the guys on the line. Yeah. Stunting the hell out of them. And it was just.
And that's one of the things that our offensive line is not great at dealing with. They've got some pretty good dudes. I mean, they got Dexter Lawrence or DeMarcus Lawrence, whichever one came from the Cowboys.
It's DeMarcus.
Yeah. Dexter Lawrence, the Giants.
Yeah. And
Leonard Williams.
And then I'm pretty sure they've got Uchenna Nwosu as one of their edge rushers.
And Byron Murphy as well.
Who's been having a really solid career so far.
That defensive line is borderline cheating.
Yeah. I mean, it's solid all the way around. So if you're Colt Popovich this week and you're watching the film, what's something you're trying to provide information for on how to stop a stunt?
They've got to communicate. This cannot be I thought you got him moment.
Yeah.
Because that Jeffrey Simmons sack was one of those I thought you had him moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, I don't know what was going on there.
You're dealing with a defensive line where all of them are Jeffrey Simmons level. Then all 4 of those guys.
Yeah.
You can't, there's miscommunications cannot happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say this, what was that rotation they were doing with Juice and Tomlinson? We're not doing that.
No, I think they're pretty well set on Juice at this
Yeah, I'm
point.
about to say, but they might as well just start Juice. He has not been terrible there, which is a surprise to me. Maybe he found him a spot.
Start and leave his ass in there.
Yeah.
Let him communicate that.
Got to let these 5 fucking play together.
It's because it's so crazy. Like I know, like at the start of the game, I'm seeing Lake and Tomlinson in there, and then before I know it, Juice is in there, and I'm like, why did Lake even start?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe because they got to get the old man, got to get the juices flowing. They know they can't bring him Cole off the bench. So let him get a good lather up and then sit his ass on the bench. I don't know.
Let him sit on the bench. He can go with Cam Robinson, who was, oh my God, was terrible the other day when I was watching him.
Yeah.
I think with Cleveland. Is he with Cleveland? I saw him the other day. He was terrible. I don't know what team,
bro.
But
It was Cleveland.
Yeah. He played so bad with Cleveland. I thought we got a good deal trading him away now.
Yeah. Well, look, I've been telling you, he wasn't that good.
No, that man
looked like all these games or whatever. Dude was not
looked like shit.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel as though if I'm Cole Popovich, I'm telling the center obviously is kind of the crux of all of this, but the center who is and it's even a little different because Nick Caley has given CJ Stroud the offensive protection abilities. So the communication has to be run through so many different people. But as far as just the offensive line goes, you're telling your guards and your tackles, if you don't have to follow your guy, if the guy wants to go way outside or cut way back in, get ready because there's somebody about to loop around.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your head on a swivel, sink your hips, head on a swivel. That's the only way you can really pick up a stunt, is just not get fooled by the guy who's trying to draw you away from your spot.
And don't lean. Don't lean.
Moment you
Wait.
lose, you're cooked.
The thing about it is, if we're being 100% honest with this is Nick Caley and Cole Popovich's week to show why they have their jobs. You've had two fucking weeks to plan for this one game.
Yeah.
That's what every coach would love to. If I have 2 weeks to plan for one team.
Yeah. The game plan, I mean, we should be seeing some effectiveness out of this offense pretty early if the game plan is going to work. It may not be, as beautiful as it's going to be later in the game, but you'll see the same kind of signs of life you saw in the Titans fourth quarter of the Titans game and all of the Ravens game. You're going to see that energy and all that. If this team comes out of the bye week flat, even for the first quarter, it's going to be rough for everybody involved. Let's flip it. Let's go to the defense. There's basically the same thing. Our pass rush versus their offense, their offensive line. Sam Darnold is, first of all, playing really well. He's playing great football right now. I don't know how many people actually were thinking that was going to be a possibility.
I wasn't. Maybe I didn't think it.
Well, okay. So look, this is one was that. So I don't think that Sam Darnold is a bad quarterback or anything like that. I think he is serviceable and is right now being a good game manager. But we also have to remember, last year he had a guy named Justin Jefferson. This year he has a guy named Jackson Smith and Jigma who they let DK walk. Y'all see why they let DK walk? Because this man is starting to look close to being a Justin Jefferson. I'm not saying he's Justin Jefferson, obviously, but like a Justin Jefferson type of receiver, a Jamar Chase type of receiver. Have y'all been seeing these numbers?
Yeah. He's looking good, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not Sam Darnold, and it's not Jackson Smith and Jigba. Guys, who's the offensive coordinator in Seattle?
Clint Kubiak.
Does this offense look really, really familiar to that one that Andre Johnson was setting the NFL on fire with?
Mm-hmm.
Kubiaks are known for making it simple for their quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, look, it's all built on the running game.
Yep.
They've got a two-headed monster. Well, a one-headed monster, and then he's kind of got like a conjoined twin. So you got K9, and then you got fucking Zach Charbonnet, who's not been doing well in the running department. He's got a couple touchdowns this season, but he is not. Fantasy owners are like, why the fuck did I pick this guy up? He had one touchdown early in the season. Why did I even bother?
And the thing is, Kenneth Walker's not even setting the world on fire either.
No.
Neither one of them are.
No. It's they're not necessarily a great running team, but they have the ability with the running backs. We can't let them get that started. We got to shut that shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got to get Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, and if Danico Autry plays, if you get the best out of we continue to see the best out of Sheldon Rankins, Foley Fatukasi, Tommy Togai, and
no Foley. We have no Foley this week. I want to put that in perspective.
Oh, is he on IR?
He's on IR.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's on IR.
Interesting.
We lost our fat black guy.
Well, we got Tim Settle.
Yeah. And Tim Settle's really good at rushing the quarterback.
Yeah.
Foley was our run stop.
Yeah. I look, I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. We're the best defense that the Seahawks have played this season.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks defense isn't good. It was a 38-35 shootout that Baker Mayfield put on his back and fucking won the game.
MVP
you look at the Jaguars game, they put up 20 points on the Jaguars. Okay. Jake Browning put on 20 points on the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
A game that the Jaguars won, they allowed the Chiefs to put up 28 points. Their defense is a bend but don't break. They will allow the yards, they will allow the touchdowns, the field goals, but not particularly great in the points per game department or anything. And that's probably their best defense, unless you consider a full strength San Francisco 49ers team better than what our defense is.
I don't.
At this moment, the full strength 49ers defense is the best defense that they've played.
And if I'm not mistaken, do the 49ers defense have an interception this year? Did they finally get one?
I don't know.
They're not setting the world on fire.
No.
That's the team trying to trade for Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah. Well, it's because Bosa's gone for the year. Fred Warner gone for the year. They're banged up now. But that's really the best competition that they've had. So I think our defense is in a really good position. This game's, if anybody's betting on this, definitely hit the under on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting the under on this every day. Trying to think.
It's over under like 40.
41 and a half.
Yeah, I'd take the under on that one too.
Yeah. I mean, our pass rush, they got Charles Cross and they got Abe Lucas at their book tackles. They got a rookie in Gray Zabel in the center or in the left guard. And then you've got
who's playing phenomenal.
He is playing pretty well for a rookie, but he's still a rookie. And we've got defensive tackles who've been in the league for 8+ years.
We got experience.
Some moments of welcome to the NFL for that young man.
The thing, what I said is, this is a term I came up with, and I hope we can keep going with it. What I'm hoping for on Monday is some goodwill hunting. And that's meaning Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter meeting at the quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a good nap before the game. fucking now.
Because the thing is, I want to keep us. We know we're at our defensive ends. We know we have two of the best starters. Yeah. We did want great. I really wanted great.
That was Mike's boy.
Yeah, if we were going to stick in the first round, I wanted an offensive lineman, but everybody got snagged up.
Yeah. We have the two of the best defensive ends in the NFL. The guys that are behind them have already showed that they can play. So I want to keep fresh guys chasing Sam Darnold's ass all damn day.
Yeah. Well, and if Autry ends up playing, I think we're in a good spot.
That's another one.
That's what I think we're in a healthy spot outside of Christian Kirk, where this team is going to look the best it possibly can.
And also, I think if they've been starting to get all of the receivers involved. I think if all the receivers stay involved, that might help quite a bit.
Yeah,
instead of just having to throw it to Nico.
But before the Christian Kirk injury, I actually said this was going to be a big game for Kirk. That's what I was really predicting, was this to be a good game for Kirk.
Yeah.
But at this point now, I see that they like to put Xavier Hutchinson in the slot a little bit too, which caught me off guard. Whoever's in the slot is going to have to eat because they're creating pressure with their 4-down linemen. That is not a sit back there. This is the slot, and old Dalton Schultz should eat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they've got a decent middle linebacker in Ernest Jones. But I'm not super afraid of this secondary. I know that they're capable of playing well. And if Julian Love and Devon Witherspoon actually end up playing, then a lot of this looks a little different, but I don't know. Let me flip it back to the offense. Our running game has not been able to really get established this season. We end up at the end of the games having a healthy per average or per carry rush. But I think the best game we've got from a running back this year was 67 yards from one guy.
Was that Chubb last week?
That
No.
seems like it had to be a Baltimore game because that was the best running that I saw all year.
He did 11 for 61 and a touchdown in that game. What did Woody Marks do the week before?
He did 70. I think it was 70.
I think he had
something like
that.
Let me check this internet thing. That's what I'm saying.
The Google machine.
What did?
That being said, while you're figuring that out, this is a Seahawks team whose defense is really, really good at stopping the run. They've been able to just shut it out of whatever team that they're playing. They're not able to establish the run.
Woody had 69 in the Titans game.
Yeah, 17 for 69. It really wasn't that. Yeah, I even got to go back to Chubb has had our best game.
Yeah.
17 for 69 is not bad, but Chubb's game was just better.
Yeah. Well, his numbers are always aided by the fact that he'll have an occasional 25-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying what it is. That you take that one carry out, his numbers look a little different. Anyway, the running game not being in any sort of consistent mode, it does not bode well going into this game. It's going to be needed to take some of that pressure off of CJ, because if we become one-dimensional, it's going to get real hard. And I don't know if we don't adjust quick to that and find a way of quelling this rush, they might pin their ears back and just do what they did all game long against the Jaguars.
And that's my biggest worry. That's why it's going to sound crazy, but those British Brooks runs were very valuable.
Yeah.
British wasn't trying to outrun anybody. He was running at the guy in front of him as hard as he could. That's almost what I need from Chubb.
Yeah.
Don't be cute. Don't be trying to dance back there. and then screen passes to Jaquavius. I'm sorry. Screen passes to Jaquavius.
We need to have a game at some point this year where both of them get over 100 yards. That'd be wild. Okay.
Total yards.
If that happens, I'll make Lumberyard t-shirts. All right.
Total yards.
No, he's
rushing.
saying he's
like
saying
we can get that
200.
run game going.
He's saying 200 for the game, both of them with 100 apiece.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is total yards, meaning because Jaquavius.
Oh, you're talking about receiving and rushing yards.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a lot more likely. Absolutely. But I'm saying if we can get
100 apiece rushing.
Yeah, if we can get a bill apiece, I'll make the shirts. I'll send you both a shirt that says the Lumberyard with their faces superimposed on it.
Bro, and I will wear the fuck out of it too.
Yeah, be sick as fuck. Yeah, so it is extremely crucial.
Pause or something like that.
Do what?
You need to pause or something like that. To do the Lumberyard.
Yeah,
my bad. Continue.
You good? You good? Back to the defense. Our secondary versus JSN and Cooper Kupp. Okay. What's up, Dime? Dime, what are you doing, my brother?
Thank you for joining us, man.
Our secondary versus Cooper Kupp. I've been hearing Stingley is going to be shadowing JSN.
That makes me a little nervous, but
yeah. So, like I was saying, I don't want that this game. I feel like that's not. I don't think that would be good for the team this game.
Well,
the other games, I feel like it's okay, but this one, I do not. I don't know why.
Well, I feel like you got to put your best guy on JSN. Okay, JSN has been making light work out of mid corners and outside guys. We've got a chance to put an elite guy on an elite guy and take their best weapon out of the whole equation. I'm here for it.
I am too, but part of me almost wants to start the first half by playing our defense.
Yeah.
And if for some reason JSN looks like he's going off, one of them times under the huddle, we look over there, Sting. You know what time it is. We switch it up. Yeah. Switch it up. Because the thing about it is how they've been playing defense. Stingley's been on the I guess depending on which way you're looking at, Stingley's been on the right, Kamari's been on the left. When you had to move Kamari when Stingley got hurt, Kamari struggled. He did struggle.
He did. But he looked better against the Jags.
He looked better, but he was still stationary on the same side. He was on his side. Yeah. That's what I get nervous about. Is when you start making other guys play different sides of the defense. Because they might do what the Rams did. We had Stingley on Puka. They moved Puka smooth into that slot.
Yeah.
And did you want Stingley on the slot guy?
I want Stingley on Puka, not on the slot guy. If Puka is the slot guy, then yes.
So who's on the outside?
I would take my chances with Kamari Lassiter or Jalen Petrie.
Well, you got it. It's gonna be Petrie and Kamari.
Well, hold on. Dime actually brings up a good point. Stingley shadowed Amari Cooper in the playoff game against the Browns.
Shut him down.
Right.
But this year he hasn't really done that.
He hasn't done it this year. Doesn't mean he's not capable of it.
Oh, I know for a fact he's capable. The thing is, if we did that to JSN, I think JSN would have his worst game of the season. That's just how I believe it with Stingley. But my fear is, who's the other guys for that team?
Yeah. Well, for the Seahawks, you got JSN. Cooper Kupp is the slot when JSN is on the outside.
And Cooper Kupp is still a problem.
He didn't really do a whole lot the first however many weeks, but he's been getting a lot more involved lately. And then I think it's Troy Horton, I think, from Colorado State. Yeah.
And he's just fast. He's really fast.
To mine, and then their other main weapon outside of JSN and Cup is AJ Barner, the tight end.
That's tight end. Yeah. That's going to be Petrie's problem. It's going to be Barner.
Yeah. I mean, Dime, you're not wrong. I mean, that would put him in DPOY conversation to just be
even though this is the down, even though technically this is stats wise, this has been a down year for Stingley.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the PFF people are kind of down on him, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into actual score predictions and everything, this is what the folks on this AFC South show said for this matchup. I'll give you mine first. 21-17 Houston.
You chose the correct team. That's first.
Eric from Third and Teal said 17-15 Seattle. Jeff said 24-17 Seattle, and Andrew said 20-13 Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Also, it's important to note that the entire AFC South are dogs this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
explains a lot.
Who are them glitter kitties playing in London again?
The Rams.
Yeah, I expect that.
Yeah, we all chose the Rams, and then the Colts and Chargers. All of us except for the Colts guy chose the Chargers, and then the Titans are playing the Patriots.
Well, with the Titans, that's cute.
And it's Mike Vrabel coming back to Nashville.
Yeah, you might as well count that a L. I'm not gonna lie, the Colts against the Chargers. I'm not so sure I'm not so sure I wouldn't have told the goddamn Colts. The Colts are playing a different level of football that I've never seen
on offense.
Their defense is still
right now because of injury.
But who's the running back for the Chargers now?
At the moment, it's Kamari Vidal, I think. He had 120 yards last week on 10 carries.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I can't explain that to this day.
Dime wants to know, he's debating Texans defense or Woody Marks for my DraftKings showdown captain.
Ooh, I'd probably go Texas defense.
Yeah. I feel like the defense definitely has more potential to make this a blowout than anything.
Well, and then the fact that Sam Bradford has to come down to earth at some point.
Darnold.
Hey,
you do have to remember last year it took 14 games before he came down to earth. And he beat us last year, by the way.
He didn't beat us. That defense beat the brakes off of us.
Yeah. I think you're on the right track there, Dime. So gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and copy my score down from earlier. 21-17 Houston. I think it is a late score by Dalton Schultz, of all people. A late touchdown to Dalton Schultz makes it 21-17, and we walk into week 8 3-3. So, Mike, what's your prediction? By the way, the Seahawks are favored by 3.5, and the over/under once again is 41.5.
And I already told you I'm sort of taking the under. That's sort of where I'm sitting at.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take it a little bit different way that might catch you by surprise.
All right.
I'm saying 28-10 Texans.
Interesting. Can you explain why?
First off, the Texans defense has not allowed, is it over 20 points this year?
Correct.
And that 20 points was to a much better offense, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
no, it was the Jags. It was the Jags that we allowed that.
No, we allowed 20 points to the Buccaneers,
who I actually think Baker Mayfield is leading the league for the MVP right now, but that's just me.
No, you're right. I mean,
a lot of people do.
I would say
except for Vegas, they think Patrick Mahomes is the leader, but
toe missed.
Correct.
Yeah.
The thing that, like I said, it's. I think the Texans defense, if nobody else comes ready to play, is going to be the Texans. One of those touchdowns is from the Texans defense.
Interesting. All right. Chris, give me a prediction.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 24-7 Texans.
Ooh, I love it.
Going with the boys, I assume.
Let's go.
Yeah.
24-7 would be wild. Oh my God. All right. We don't do this normally, but I'm going to ask you guys to help me build a parlay.
Move.
Okay. It's anytime touchdown scorers in the 4 AFC South games this weekend.
Okay.
So we got Jags and Rams, Colts, Chargers, Texans, Seahawks, and New England and Tennessee. It doesn't even have to be one of the AFC South teams scoring. It's just from that game.
Okay.
And what was the and give me the write up one more time? I heard the last part.
Rams, Jags.
No. The question about the parlay write up.
Here's who scores them, right?
Yeah, anytime scorer.
Oh, you should just say anytime score. Who scores? But is it who scores first, or that's what I'm?
No, it's anytime.
Oh, it's just anytime scores.
Dime says Hunter Henry. What up, Eric?
Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I like that one.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie. I really love that.
All right, so that leaves us with 3 more games. Who scored a touchdown in the Rams-Jags game?
Kyron Williams. Kyron's good for one.
Yeah. All right. Colts, Chargers.
Oh,
Jonathan Taylor.
yeah, I feel the same way, Jonathan Taylor. I feel like
he has not failed this year. That he's playing football again.
Motherfucker will get 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
All right, and then Seahawks, Texans.
CJ.
You think CJ gets a rushing touchdown?
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Chris, how do you feel about that one?
that is really interesting.
I've lately the CJ I've been seeing look like the CJ that played Georgia in that last game.
Yeah, but that's the only time we saw this CJ.
Well, no, it's not. We've been seeing it this year.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking
It's
about
like he got that same mentality again. I don't see anybody open quickly. Don't stand back here and try to make a play.
Dime says safe bet is Nico, a fun bet is Woody.
Yeah, it is. It is, but Nico scares me because I haven't seen the Nico that I'm used to. I haven't seen.
You know what? And I'm actually okay with that right now because Nico's still healthy. So
true. Whenever Nico has a big game, the next thing you know, it's a hamstring injury.
Yeah,
every fucking time.
And people are slowly starting to step up because, like, he's played every single game this year. So I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, find you some wood, knock on it, bro.
Let me ask you this, gentlemen, and we'll wrap this thing up here. How bad was Bobby Slowick really? Like we've seen now the growing pains with a different rookie play caller. How bad was Bobby Slowick really?
I brought this up a little bit earlier. That's part of the reason why we're talking about it now is I think Bobby Slowick as a play designer is top tier because a lot of his play designs were amazing. They were great. He just couldn't call a play to save his life. His situational awareness just didn't exist. During those goddamn interviews he did after the game, he would say the one thing that you know you're not supposed to say. Football is football. Bro, really? They're asking you, why did you call the plays that you did?
Mm-hmm.
His situational awareness in press conferences, in the locker room, in the huddles, he just didn't know when to call stuff. But Mike Shanahan, Mike McDaniel, that's why Mike McDaniel hired him with the quickness when Bobby became available, because his play design is amazing. Just don't let him call your fucking plays.
Yeah.
And that's from the fact that Bobby is one of those guys, he's never actually played football, right?
Yeah.
He's always been a coach guy. So he's never been in a, yeah, that's correct. He could not make adjustments. But you see his original play calling, like if you think about it, a lot of the games, the first series that the Texans came out there, it worked.
Yeah.
They may not score a touchdown, but they ended up with a field goal. It will work.
The first few series worked.
But now the defense has figured that out. We're going to do something else. He could not change. He just couldn't do
it. So look.
Facts. That is it. Burke is very well respected around the NFL, which makes me nervous because now D'Amico done told everybody that Burke's calling the defense. I don't like the fact that the Titans don't have a problem calling anybody. Don't call here to Houston. You call somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was weird. Like Bobby Slowick's offense was like either you blew the fucking doors off somebody in the first quarter, like the first half, or you would have like no offense at all. Just complete shutdown. It would be either the first half or the second half or nothing at all.
Through the entire last year, there were only two defenses that were ready for us from the start of the game. Y'all know what two games those were?
Hold on.
Baltimore.
One.
Yeah. Did we play the Jets last year?
Nope. Well, we did play the Jets last year, but that ain't
on Halloween.
Good night, Dime. Thanks for checking in, brother.
Yeah.
Good night. Yeah, that was on Halloween. I had a nightmare that night.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared to death.
Theirs wasn't that defense. They actually beat us with their offense. We kept sticking. Jalen Petrie kept getting stuck on what's the receiver's name? I can't even think of his name right now.
Wilson.
Adams.
Wilson. No, Wilson and Adams. Both of them abused Jalen. That's why we lost that game.
Yeah.
But the other team that was ready for us was the Minnesota Vikings. Those were the only two defenses that were ready for us from the jump. They jumped on us, did not let off. And because we had Bobby as a offensive coordinator, the guy that doesn't know how to change what he's doing, we just got our asses kicked through the whole game.
Yep.
And I think that we talked about it before with the offense coming out flat. I don't think that'll be a thing because D'Amico's now more involved with what's going on with the offense. And we know, if nothing else, what is D'Amico? He's an energy guy.
Mm-hmm.
D'Amico can't talk to you and you not be pumped up. He's one of those coaches you want to run through a brick wall for. So if he's involved with the offense, I think that offensive line if nothing else, is going to start out ready to play. They should be ready for the first few stunts, but once Mike McDonald starts getting exotic with some of those stunts, that might be where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
When you start having linebackers up on the line of scrimmage stunning with the linemen. Now it might be a little bit of a, oh shit, who's coming? Who's not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Chris, you got anything to throw in on this?
Actually, no, because in the comments, the things that I wanted to be brought up actually it worked. It worked out. It worked out perfectly. That was the whole reason I wanted to make sure we talked about it on here also.
Hell yeah.
So,
well, gentlemen, I think this is a good stopping point. Do y'all have closing comments?
Hey, like I said, everybody, you get home. I don't know what time you get home from work, but if you get home from work, take a nap because you really ain't got to pay attention to that first football game. That ain't what we're about. We're about that second game that starts at 9. Do it like Dragon Ball. Send your energy to CJ. Put your hands up. Send him a spirit bomb. Come on, let's do this.
Send him a spirit bomb. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Y'all see what I've been on all weekend. This is what happens when my wife goes out of town, me and my son.
Hell yeah. Well, look, boys, I want to thank you both for coming on this evening and talking Texans ball. Always a pleasure. I want to thank everybody in the comments, CJ, Dime, Eric for popping in. Appreciate you guys lighting up the chat for us. If you'd like to see more of this content, like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future installments. Hit the notification bell as well.
Before I forget it, press the hype button. There's a hype button now. Let's press that. I want to see what the hype button does.
Hype button.
There's a hype button. Yes.
Where?
There's a hype button. If you go to your YouTube and just keep panning over, there is a button that actually says hype.
Huh.
I don't know what it does, but I want to press it. Want to press it.
Well, all right. Make sure you guys go over to at Mastery Productions across all the social medias. Support Mike and his channel development. Do the same thing for Chris at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Trying to make it grow. We're growers, not showers. All right. With that being said, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. Be good people and go Texans.
Go Texans.
Fuck Cowboys.